glass vial containing a bubbling liquid.
That I will approach carefully.
I don't know why it's so big on my screen, but there you go.
Bubbly potion.
A bottle of baby
It's a
milk.
potion of bubbly.
Is this a dead end, is it? Or is it we're looking for...
Well, I find a vial of something. I'll hand it off to one of the magical. If it doesn't seem trapped, I'll pick it up and then hand it off to one of the magical ones to identify. And waiting for one of the people to deal with the goal.
Right, Haley, do you want to make... looking at the coins, do you want to make another academics check, please? Okay. Looking at the coins, each one of these gold pieces is stamped with a profile, and this is where you start remember. This is where you finally jogs your memory about what you couldn't remember about Arazum. Each of them is stamped with the profile of forgotten Arazum Lich Queen, and what you remember about Arazum was, Arazum was a bloody dynasty ruled by vampiric warlords and Lich Queens. Kira's just decided that she needs to be able to see in the dark.
Well, I could see before, and then it's suddenly gone. The light's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who knows? But can Kira see in the dark, or is she an elf? Does it give her?
No, she needs a torch. She's an elf. No, she doesn't have dark vision, does she?
Oh, she's got low light vision. So, yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago was this temple established?
This church, not thousands of years after Arazum. But these catacombs, as a dwarf, you think these probably do date. These are probably thousands of years old. These catacombs could just be the church was unfortunately built on top of an old.
Nora's going to go ahead and step up and find that little bubbly green potion and take a look at it. I rolled a 9 on my occult.
On your occult, certainly. There you go. You identify it as a potion of gaseous form.
Well, this is all shit that I don't need.
Well, it's incorporeal. You know, if you drink it, you become incorporeal. In the meantime, I will share out the gold equally.
Yeah, because Paley's already thinking 100 gold. It's like, we're getting underpaid here.
Yeah, but the priest didn't know that. And healing at the end of it.
Okay, so it looks like there's nothing else in this area.
Apart from that every single coffin here appears to have been ripped open and the bodies taken.
Okay, then I'm going to head south out of this fork.
Well,
okay, you're going to leave the
before
goal.
we leave, I'm going to kill that goal from a distance.
I'm assuming none of the ghouls have been verbal, right? And this one no different. If we hail it, does it say anything?
It doesn't say anything. No, it just makes noises. Oh. Oh. Actually, no. Let's do it properly. Oh dear. Okay. As Kira, Buddy, you move up to kill the ghoul, and Kira comes up next to you as you do so. It would appear that after I rolled 7% for Kira, it would appear the weight of the two of you too close to that pit there causes the area underneath you to become unstable and start crumbling away. You both need to make evasion checks, which is agility at -2, or fall into the new pit that has formed beneath you.
You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take advantage of this have the momentum and use it and launch myself at this ghoul to kill it.
Okie dokie, no problem at all. You launch yourself at the ghoul. You and the ghoul plummet the 30 feet to the bottom of the pit. Which unfortunately means you land at the bottom of the pit, killing the ghoul instantly. But you do end up in quite a bit of pain. Kira, are you?
Well, I fell as well. I think so.
Yep. Yep. Basically, the three ghoul and the two players just collapse into the pit.
Oh wow, that's terrible. Look at that.
At least the cleric. Well, look, I look at it this way: the cleric gets to do some healing now.
Yeah. Okay, we've got to kill the ghoul first, though, isn't it? Now I'm
The
going.
ghoul's dead.
Oh, the ghoul's dead.
The ghoul is dead. Yeah.
Well, the ghoul splattered and we fell down as well.
Yeah,
Right.
the fall killed the ghoul, and everybody else is going to take damage unless they try to soak.
Yes.
Well, I tried soaking. I'm not wasting my last penny on that.
Kira fails and is in a bad way. Don't worry, that's not that big. I am going to resize it. If it lets me. Why isn't that? Oh, because I need to be in layer mode. There we go.
It's a pit.
Madda takes 1 wound, Kira takes 2 wounds, and you both lie in a bad way at the bottom of the pit.
Well, I'm
What does
standing up
everyone else
now. I mean, can you throw a rope down, anyone?
You know, this dungeon is really the pits.
It really is the pits.
Do we have any rope? I thought we used our rope to get down here to begin with.
Does anybody
anyone
else
else
have
got-
a rope?
Kira's probably got a rope.
Yeah, Kira's got a rope, yeah. I'll throw the rope up. Someone catch the end of it.
You're going to throw the rope 30 feet upwards. I'm impressed. Go for it. Might be a strength check. Okay, Zyril moves over to attempt to catch the rope. This could get interesting. He basically gets a bit too close to the pit and notices that the edge of the pit starts collapsing, but he manages to back off in time, not causing a pit to form underneath Zyril. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Does anyone other than Kira have a rope? I'll be nice and let you. Eventually, you get throw the rope up, catch it, and are able to get the two of them out of the hole in the pit. But it might take a while. But eventually you get them out of the pit.
Well, actually, I
Reasonable
still
way
had my grappling hook I could have dropped down to him.
Yep.
Oh, hello, cleric.
All
In the
right.
meantime, Laws
Well, do you guys
on.
want to try to heal yourselves first, and then I can use that, or do you not want to waste the time?
I don't have healing. Has anyone else got healing? There's 2 wounds, so that's going to take 20
do.
minutes for me and 10 minutes for...
Okay, I can
It's
cast.
10. Non-magical healing takes 10 minutes. Don't forget.
Well, given the stuff we've already encountered here, I wouldn't advise going forward if you're not in your best shape. I've still got this blinding headache, which hasn't been helpful.
Okay. So who needs the healing?
Kira.
Just Kira?
Just Kira.
Yeah, Mad is good.
Well, Mad it'll take Mad 10 minutes to heal himself. Because that's not magical healing, so that it takes 10 minutes.
So I can increase the range of the healing. I can do a mass healing for 4 power points.
Yes, as a cleric, you can channel energy and spend an extra
2.
But you don't need to. I'm standing right
Almost.
here.
Yeah. No, but to heal Madder as well. Yeah.
Mad
so am I doing both or just the one?
So it'll cost you 4 power points to heal both of them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Mad has already healed himself, so...
If you stand around for 10 minutes, Mad has healed himself.
Oh, right.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
You're retrofitting.
Do you want to spend
No,
the 10 minutes or not?
Nor's disappeared
Not really, no.
in those 10 minutes.
Okay, then I'll do the mass I'll do the mass healing for 4.
Okay. It costs you 4 power points. So on a success, you heal 1 wound on each of them. On a raise, which you just got, you heal 2 hit wounds on each of them. So you both heal. No
Thanks
problem
very
at all.
much.
You're welcome.
Nor has moved away, and now we I'm afraid we are going to. So Nor, basically, you are okay. Okay. Nor, I'm not going to accept that at this moment in time. Nor, you basically enter into an area. This whole area seems to be stacked with skeletal remains, and you find yourself looking into an echoing cavern. A still pool of sulphurous water shimmers at the back of the cavern. Actually, is the water shimmering at the moment? I can't tell. Oh no, because I lost it, didn't I, when I had to redo the map? Okay. A small pool of water shimmering at the back of the cavern. Several limp bodies actually they won't be in white tabards because you saved them all. Several town bodies dressed as town folk float in it. Blood is drifting from the wrists in thin ribbons. As you enter the area, you can hear what sounds like frantic paddling. And what it appears is there are 2 townsfolk that you can see in your vision that aren't at this time dead, but they're not in a very good way. What do you want to do? One appears to be a female, and the other one is a dwarf.
It's a female dwarf.
I am going to step forward a little bit, and I am going to cast Boost Vigor on both of them.
Okie dokie. That was a raise. It hasn't resulted yet, but that's absolutely fine. Let's target them. And you got the raise, so that will give them 2 dice trait bonus. There it goes. Why didn't that apply to them?
Boost vinegar.
Oh well, I'll do it
because
manually.
they're neutral. Not
Hello,
allies.
Pantera.
Oh, okay. I'll make them allies. There we go. I did not know that beneficials didn't apply to allies. Okay, right. Let's see what happens. Okay, Zyril gets everyone bennies because of this, so that's okay. Zyrill's up first. Nor seems to have disappeared, Zyril.
Where is Zyril gone?
That is interesting. Wonder where he got off to.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, this is all right. This is a dead end, right? As far as we can tell.
Yes. As far as you can tell, it's a dead end. Yes.
All right, so we're gonna figure. Okay, if it's a dead end, he's got to be back where we came from somehow. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be foolhardy and I'm gonna run backwards quickly to see if I can find him. It gives me an 8. Go down there.
Okay, 8 gets you to there. I think you're going to hit that wall, but anyway, there we go. I'll get you to about there.
Okay, I thought that didn't notice that was up there.
That's okay.
And
go for it. Sorry, it's okay. I'm intrigued why that didn't.
I'm gonna do a notice check to see if I notice if anyone's came this way recently.
Yes, be my guest.
Oh, and I'm not gonna.
Well, you got the Joker bonus, so yeah. What you do hear, as you start dashing down the corridor, you do hear the sound, what you'd come to know known as the dwarvish intonations of the sorcerer coming somewhere from the south. It appears he's casting a spell.
Okay.
It's just echoing through the halls.
He's down this way, guys.
Why is that not working? I've never tried it before. Let's try this again. Okay, I thought I'd be really clever, put the bleeding out effect on him, and let FantasyGrounds do all the work for me.
Hmm?
But it didn't work, and I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. I know why. I haven't turned on
They're werewolves.
I haven't turned on incapacitation effects for everybody. Automation. No, it's in here somewhere.
Get it almost every night.
Benny's show condition on. Okay, combat. Defeated markers on. Shaken, incapacitated on. Show effects, show allies. Vision and movement. House rules. No. Automation. Here we are. There it is. Incapacitation, PCs only. Oh, that's what I need to do. So now when I do to that, because they're bleeding out. Okay. Unfortunately, even with your boost vigor, it's not enough to save the dwarf. And alas, he submerges under the water. No.
I will go ahead and jump out here and try and grab Marielle and pull her back to the shore, if that's a reasonable thing to do.
That would be an athletics check. Yep, you're able to bring her out of the water. However, she is still. You get her out of the water, so that's okay. But alas, she is still succumbing to her wounds. But she may hold on. You did boost her vigor after all.
Now, can I start staunching the flow? Is that something I can do as well, or is that something that, would be its own action kind of thing?
You can make a healing check, which I suspect for you is unskilled.
Yeah. Oi, does this hurt?
Does it hurt when I do this? I've already given her a bonus on on the success. Madda.
I holler out, medic!
All right.
Of course, this is the evilness of metagaming. You see, if you hadn't gone down there to trigger it with the rest of the party, then the NPCs might not have died. Okay, Madda gets to there. Kira, the barbarian. Oh, yeah.
Hang on a second. Let's cancel that.
It's that little point on the wall there, isn't it? Just catches everyone. I think
the token was jumping. That's what it was. As I was going,
Yeah.
I think it's Paley standing there who's doing
it.
Yeah.
Okay, that someone hasn't pressed end turn.
No, it didn't end my turn yet.
Echoing through the halls, you hear the Brokar hears the words "medic" or probably cleric.
Yep, I will run after as fast as my little dwarven legs will go.
I did. Every time they need you, they rush on ahead and leave you behind. Those stupid humans. Even though if it was another dwarf doing it this time. Oh, I do allow. Sorry, as a house rule, I do allow use of bennies to reroll run checks if you want to, because anything that makes players spend bennies, I think, is a good idea.
Actually,
as long as you remember to give them back.
My run die is not all that great to begin with, so I'll keep it.
Okie dokie. Let's see what happens. Oh no! I'm going to be nice there and see if we can save her. Oh, for crying out loud! That was a 9 until the last second, wasn't it? That was a 9 until the last second.
Yeah,
it looks
just
like they're
love those
supposed to die.
virtual digital dice.
Yeah.
think they do that on purpose because real dice do that sometimes too.
Yeah, yes, I'm afraid. Even with your best efforts, Muriel dies as well in front of you. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? What a shame. Which
Oh
means
no,
combat's over
someone
now, so
else
I can unlock
died.
tokens.
I'm used to dying today.
And with the combat over, Paley's gonna follow the rest.
I figured with your boost strength, which I thought was a living good idea, they'd survive. But no, dice were very evil today. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bloody move you all together so this doesn't happen again. See, what's meant to happen is you're meant to be able to work as a party and save them. Not that it matters. They only tell you.
Oh, it does. They're all dead now, so we know for next time to not let the little villagers die. While two of the party
Kira,
falling down a hole. Yeah.
Okay, Kira, as you look down this long corridor, you can see in the distance another pit.
I'm going to go down the corridor very slowly. Have I got a 10-foot pole or any kind of a inventory item that might do that? Candle, grappling hook, lantern, mirror. I haven't got a 10-foot pole.
Actually, I have to be honest, I did notice there is no 10-foot poles in the Savage Pathfinder.
You guys still got the rope?
Yeah, we've still got the rope, yeah.
I got a shovel.
Move down here slowly and make sure the ground doesn't collapse again.
Yeah, we don't need the shovel. We're checking for holes, not making holes.
Yeah, but the ground collapsed before, so we got to make sure it doesn't suddenly decide to go under our feet.
Indeed. No
Is there any ghouls in this little hot pit over here?
There aren't any ghouls in this pit, but the dwarves do deduce this whole area's obviously got very unstable ground. And it's probably the age of the stonework and possibly very poorly built foundations.
Clearly not poured by dwarves.
Indeed. Well, Kira really. I noticed Kira made sure she stayed very close to the wall as she went by there.
Yeah, exactly. Stand by the solid wall and. I don't know what was up there, but you lot have been there before, haven't you? So looks like this is the only way.
Is there anything interesting in this little alcove?
Let's wait for
here?
Zero to catch up.
No. Just the old scattered bone here and there.
Zero.
I'm going to say Paley's
yeah.
close enough to be in trouble. No, Paley's okay. She was a bit close. She didn't hug the wall like everyone else. Oh!
Wait, no, I wasn't trying to move.
No, I'm not talking about you. Someone's gone and looking down the pit. Okay, that's all okay. You're fine. I'm looking again.
Okay, pit's dangerous. Got it.
Right. I'm going to stop by this entrance and have a look through here. You see anything?
Oh, hey, it goes back to the thing. Okay, neat.
Wait till everyone gets a bit closer, and then I'm going to wait until everyone's in a group. I'm just waiting on Paley, and then we'll obviously lock them here. Okay, Zero's headed forwards first, which is fine, and Brokaw's going. Oh my word. Okay. Zero is there. He can see the cavern. So, actually, that was quite good. I might do that again.
Or green glowy things. Okay.
Okay. Right. The encounter of the glowing.
What do you think?
No, I think what's happened is when it crashed, it's telling me it wants a module, so it's obviously something happened funky. So if I do that, try the link again.
That was a slow reply.
There we go.
Ghouls?
Right. So,
Woolly
okay.
ghouls.
Okay. A hooded sorcerer stands over a guttering brazier boiling with green fire. 4 swaying ghouls stare in thrall at the emerald-eyed skull inside the brazier. Piercing whispers emanated from it. Vile language. Shattered mausoleums loom around the edges of the cavern. Green flashes reflect inside the tombs like cat's eyes. 4 statues encircle the brazier. Blood spills from the full bowls in their hands, tracing lines to the spluttering brazier. Sinkholes dot the uneven floor. I need everyone to make spirit checks at -2 for the corruption of the catacombs is yet again rearing its ugly head. Especially in time for this.
Yeah, even fatigue.
Oh,
My spirit.
Wonderbar.
0 critically failed. That's bad news for 0.
The one roll my fatigue isn't affecting his spirit.
That's interesting. This is fatigue.
No, I
-1.
mean it's showing on there, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's what I'm rolling. It's the only thing.
She's been rolling crazy high, is what she means.
Yeah, and I've been rolling crazy bad on everything else.
Okay, I get to
Please,
roll
I
on
have
the
fatigue.
I get to roll on the corrupt the living table for poor Zyril the elf. Oh, and Kira isn't here, so I'll roll for Kira.
You no, Kira is here. I just quickly run to the loo before my bladder exploded. What have I got to do?
Fine. Spirit check at -2 for corruption. Oh dear.
Is that a roll of what have I got to roll?
It's not slowing skin. It's actually a spirit check at -2.
Oh, I thought it was something else
In the
before.
meantime-
It was fear or something, wasn't it?
No. In the meantime, I have to deal with the fact that that Cyril's fingernails are falling out of falling out.
Yeah,
What?
I'm not having that one again.
Is that considered
I'm
a condition?
Is that considered what? Sorry.
A condition?
It could be, yeah.
It's a corruption. A condition. Possibly. But yeah,
got a
basically,
condition.
it's a corruption. Basically, this whole area, something in this whole catacomb area, basically, it has a corrupting influence, and I'm afraid Cyril's finally fallen foul of it, and his nails are basically his finger. Obviously, he's only got one hand to begin with, but the nails, his fingers are bleeding, the nails are falling out, which means in melee damage is reduced by 1 due to basically the injury he has sustained. And there we go. Now, at this point,
He's got a soak
I'm gonna
-1 now, is he?
No, he hasn't got soak -1. That was because there was a modifier on it. He actually got corruption, nails falling out, melee damage -1
Lovely.
instead. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, soak -1 is your skin starts falling off, sloughing off, I should say.
Yeah, that's lovely.
In the meantime, I'm going to get everyone, if they want
Robocop.
to try and get into a business position, make stealth checks. Unless you're just going to charge in, of course. It's up to you guys. If you get stealth checks, and I'm going to do a group notice check. Assuming, obviously, you can re-roll because you know what you got. Because I didn't, because I like. So, if everyone's happy with their stealth roll, I will now roll for the bad guys.
Not much of an improvement.
No, but it's the difference between a 3 and a 4 is a 4 is a successful stealth check, whereas a 3 is an automatic failure. So it really comes down to whether Brokar wants to attempt to make another stealth check, or basically doesn't necessarily have to move.
Zyrill's just charging
I
in.
think
He's actually going to see if he can make a distraction for everybody else.
Yeah,
that's actually not a bad idea because I'm just encumbered with the mail that
that's
I have
absolutely
on.
fine.
So yeah,
We'll
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. It's a moot point, alas. As you try to move into the area, unfortunately, you do not. You're not able to surprise them. But I will get Madder into there. Brokar staying put. I'll get Paley into there just for. You can always back off at the start of the turn, and we'll see what happens when I do that with Brokar giving everyone a Benny. My God, look, Zero's got 10 bennies.
Nice.
Brokar, you're up first. What do you do?
All right, I will move forward and then let the power of my god smite them.
Okie dokie. Yep, you got to there, I think.
I'm just trying to figure out if there was a way to position that so that. Where was he before? Is there a way to get there where I could get 3 of those bad guys and not get 0? I'd rather not use the PowerPoint.
I'll put you back where you were. You can try again. What are you trying to
What
use?
spell are you trying to throw?
It's a cone template, isn't it?
Pardon
I
me?
don't think there is. It's a cone template.
Yeah, I don't think there is
first,
either. I'm
isn't
going
it?
to have to use the extra PowerPoint.
Well, yeah, you won't be able to get all of them.
Well, not all
No,
of
he's
them. I
trying
was
to-
just trying to
he's trying
avoid
to-
0.
Position it so he doesn't have to hit 0.
Well, I mean, if you can get to there, if that's close enough, if you can get to there.
I don't know that was possible. Defer to the GM.
You can get there. However, it does mean you have to go very close to that pit. So we'll get you to there, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, you're okay. The pit doesn't collapse. Okay. So cast your burst. A 5 is a successful targeting. Okay, ghoul number 1 is shaken. Ghoul number 2 takes 2 wounds. And goes up in flames as the holy fire consumes it. Ghoul number 4 is shaken, and I think you've got to roll one more time for the. You're going to kill him in one bloody go, aren't you? Okay, well he's the big bad, so I'm just going to have to give him unstoppable if he doesn't soak it. Okay, so he soaks 1 wound. He doesn't. So you did 3 wounds, but he only soaks 1 of them. Therefore, he takes 1 wound because I've decided he's the big bad, so you make him unstoppable. I'll make him unstoppable. However, what you do is basically the blast does basically knock back his hood, revealing what you're probably not surprised to find out. Well, you might be actually. It would appear that the hooded sorcerer is in fact Father Reginald Bard.
That
Baird,
bastard.
I should say. Madder, you're up.
Okay. You got me on like a half square. I'm assuming I can be like forward the one.
Well,
Okay.
sorry, hang on. Actually, there shouldn't be. Oh, I didn't think. Sorry, It's Savage Worlds. They should be looking to grid anyway. I turn it off, but it obviously Fantasy Grounds obviously turns it back on. You can be anywhere you like. You don't have to sit in squares. I've turned it off now. There's no such thing as squares now. Look at that. But I'll put you there anyway. Off you go.
All right.
Remember to make everything a circle as well, so it's the hex grid rather than the square grid.
I'll get up to there.
Thingy, it does. Fantasy Grounds gets a bit funny on that. Okay, so you get to there. There is. I don't think I remember to save the image. Let me find it.
And I'm going to push goal number 2.
Okay. Be my guest. I'm just sorting out the fact that I forgot to do something the other day. Images, campaign, refresh, create image. You're going to perform a push upon the ghoul. Good call. I like it. I never remember how this works. Obviously, you can spell the word push. Push. It's a strength check. Size matters. You're not size 1, so that won't make any difference. You ran at least 4 yards, so you get to add +2 to your total. So that's actually a 10. Because you ran at least. Okay. Skill attacker or defender may roll athletics instead of strength if they choose. No. So the ghoul will attempt to. Okay, that's a failure. So okay. Yeah. You pushing if you're successful, you push him 1 inch back, twice that with a raise. Where are you pushing him back? Well, 2 inches backwards
Into the pit.
into the pit. Okie dokie. Okay, so the ghoul is going to go into the pit. MD plus 3 damage onto that ghoul. The ghoul is in the pit.
This map is the pits, man.
Already been made, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Mind you are low on.
It's an old rerun.
You are low on Benny. You are low on Benny's compared to everyone else, and you always tell me to give Benny's to my players. So
I know you're so mean to your players. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, Madda, as you push the ghoul into the pit, you get a good look at the skull in the brazier. It looks like that.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Okay, actually, it's up now. Okay, the Whisper Skull is up. Okay, so you need to make a spirit check. Oh no, you don't. You don't at all. Or do you? Yes, you do. No, you don't. It just sits there. It just goes on hold. It doesn't act.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, seeing all this, she's going to move around this way because she's not getting near those pits. So she's going to move around so she hasn't got her people between her.
Okay, which I'll just see where Kira's standing. Okay.
Go ahead and move me. And seeing that green glowing skull, she has a bad feeling. So I'm going to spend 2 extra power points. So if this succeeds, I get the enhanced damage.
It should be pointed out the green glowing skull is inside a container, so you can only see it if you're adjacent to it. All you can see is a green glow coming out of the container.
Yeah, well, I see the green glow. Green glows make me nervous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to target the container.
Okie dokie. So you hit it. It's an object.
And I spent the extra damage, so it's going to do the
Okay, it's an object, so don't forget dice can't ace. Even if they do, we ignore it.
So I'm gonna spend the extra. I'm gonna spend a PowerPoint. And that's gonna be it.
Okie dokie. I'm afraid nothing happens. I mean, the container does not appear to be affected in any
Because an
way.
infrared bulb, can do a lot of damage to things that might not otherwise be damaged, but not this time apparently.
Afraid not. Cyril is up.
All right, what did I just do? There we go. I am going to attempt to throw Alchemist Fire at the original guy. Oh, before
okay.
that, though, I'm actually going to use the free action combat flexibility and go with no mercy.
Oh, nice. Get to re-roll. When you spend the penny to re-roll damage, you get to add +2. Very nice.
Yeah. All right. So let's
Okay.
see here. Okay, having targeted. Yes. Do that.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm
Activate the
using it
no
one
mercy edge. Okay. I
will spend the
you're
Benny.
aiming for that. Assume you're aiming there. Okay.
I'm
Don't
going
forget,
to throw a
misses
Benny to re-roll that.
Please don't forget, because missing with grenade weapons doesn't necessarily mean that you miss. We just get to play where does it actually land game.
Yeah.
Which is always fun. Okay.
All right.
Unfortunately, you miss.
Yeah, dude.
You do. It's basically it's deflected by some magical force field around Reginald. So now we get to. It was a damn good shot. You knew it was straight on. If it wasn't for some magical force field getting in the way,
magical force fields get in the way.
Yeah, area effect attacks, deviation. Most of the time I can ignore a missed attack. If it's important to know where it blasts, I always say, why, you always want to know where it lands. It's more fun that way. Okay, it was a medium range attack, so it'll be 2d6 deviation. So, okay, let's find out how far it goes. Actually, I'll let you roll 2d6. Please. 0.
Oh boy.
Okay, 10 inches. Now roll a d12. I think you should have all the fun here. Okay, 3 o'clock, 10 inches. So it obviously just bounces off his field, and I'm afraid to say, hits that wall over there. So it just explodes over there ineffectually, I'm afraid.
All right.
It was a damn good attempt.
I will go.
If it went for his deflection, it would have been brilliant.
Yeah. I will go ahead and move in to melee range.
Okie dokie.
And in my turn.
Okay. A skeleton appears as if from nowhere or around the corner and attacks the wizard, but misses. Skeleton attacks Madder. Sing. And a skeleton that was just standing next to Nora all this time attacks him. It was one of those things, you went round the corner and it's like...
Oh, yeah, and he was right there in my face. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
I went, oops, crap, wrong place.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was you obviously sort of double took a bit too long, as that skeleton just claws you as you walk straight towards it. That's looking better, even though it went over my screen. Okay, obviously you're fine. Okay, the ghouls. Ghoul number 1 recovers from being shaken and attempts to bite Cyril, but misses. Ghoul number 2 is going to actually recover from being shaken, I think, on a 23. Okay, and it get can it get out
Now,
of
you
this
see, he
pit?
rolled so well, he's surprised at that, so he's shaking again.
I'm afraid to say, actually, that ghoul is just obviously rolling amazingly well. What it does is it literally just jumps out of the pit, almost clambers up it really fast, gets out of the pit, and yeah, that's all it's going to get to do, because obviously climbing out of the pit is an action. Ghoul number 4 is no longer shaken. Ghoul number 4 moves to here and attempts to grapple Madder. But Madder is fine. You got the distinct impression that the ghoul was trying to grab you and throw you down that hole, which is a worryingly intelligent activity for undead. Reginald Bard remains shaken. I don't think so. I think I'm going to spend a Benny and shake. And then I'm going to do some spell casting. What is going on? I'm going to have to spend all my bennies here. This is not on. Ah! That's more like it. He had 15. He cast protection, which was 2. He's just cast invisibility, which is 5. And he disappears.
Gun.
As he makes himself invisible.
Was that because the invisibility effect on his character makes the game know he's vanished, or is it because you made his token vanish on the?
I set him to being physically invisible so you can't see him, as it were. But at the same time, I've also made him invisible.
Yeah, it'd be good if they had that as the effect tied to the map, but they'll do it eventually.
Indeed. Now, it has to be said, this is something we worked out when we looked into we did a lot of research into how it works in D20, and detect magic will detect the magic cloaking someone to make them invisible. Therefore, you can, if you have an occult roll, use as a multi-action, detect magic to try and spot an invisible person and then act on it. But obviously there are multi-action penalties involved. At least that's how I've determined it, reading on how it worked in Pathfinder. Anyway, Nor, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to spend 9 points for a shrouding, hurrying smite.
A shrouding, hurrying smite it is.
I think I'm going to try for the raise just once. No, okay.
I thought that was going to be Snake Eyes for a second there.
The shroud and hurry are not available for me.
Why not? They should be
Oops, why
showing
didn't
up on there. Oh, hang on. Let me. That's very strange. I wonder if that's. Why is that? What's going on? My smite's lost all the extra powers. I'm getting a.
Bum, bum, bum.
It didn't
Okay,
happen in
that's
our
fine.
game, McGrenzie, earlier, when my smite had nothing on it.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that.
No, I mean there was smite in the powers.
It only had
Yeah.
one. It only had the basic smite. It didn't have any of the other stuff, did it?
No, yeah, well, unless they, I don't think they coded all the modifiers, at least for Sway.
I did. Oh, for Sway? No, not for Sway. No, but for Pathfinder, I put them all in. Yes, but actually, no, they did for Swade. I remember Akil went back through and put them all in. Because Akil and I had long discussions about which powers should have which modifiers.
Smite only
They should be
had
there.
Smite. I mean, as effects, as actual effects to drop on them, It only had the armor and it had the toughness.
It's
And
okay.
it had
Right.
number 2, 4, and 6.
Yeah. Kira's up next after Nor ends his turn.
Sorry, close the combat tracker.
That's absolutely fine. Kira, you're up. It's just I'm off investigating things while I'm waiting for you guys. Rules swell.
Oh, what's this?
Open with Sublime.
They have a new project I
Right.
think I like.
No. Okay, I'm targeting 2
Who
people.
does?
Look at that, I've got, even
Oh,
though he's
yeah.
off the combat tracker, I've still got him targeted. But obviously, I'm only rolling attack damage against the humanoid skeleton.
Okay. I'm stepping away for a moment. I'll be right back.
No problem at all. Right, you got him. And you basically smash the skeleton into pulp as it
And then my
collapses.
javelin reappears in my hand. And then I'm going to move
Nice, that, isn't it?
down to there.
I do like returning magic items. Okay. I will accept. She'll have to accept your move. There we go. And it looks like it's a new round. So let me do the new round. With Nor going first.
Do I want to go last again? No, I fucking don't.
Smite is missing all the effects. In the module, obviously.
That's better.
Obviously, I fixed it, and I must never have published it out to everyone else. Because Smite always has it when we run on a Tuesday, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You
So what's
naughty,
happened
naughty boy.
is, obviously, I fixed it for me and never bothered fixing it for everyone else. Whoops.
I am going to pick up the skull and smash it on the ground.
Okay, you need to make a spirit check before you can do that, please. Okie dokie. Let's see what the penalty was. Okay. Basically, you made it. Therefore, you do not. You are not. You do
I'm
not
not
suddenly.
corrupted, right?
No, it's not corruption. It's very much in case of when you go to pick up the skull, you actually suddenly get this feeling that maybe what you should really do is walk away, but you don't. So yeah, pick up the skull. Okay, you're gonna smash it on the ground. Go for it.
I presume that's a fighting attack.
Yeah. I say that's fine. Yeah, should be able to target the skull. I made it an NPC, so you can target it. There it is. I've got it targeted for you.
There we go. And let's spin.
You hit it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, let's go
it's
and
not
see what
exactly.
happens.
It is a skull.
Well,
It's
I
not
wasted
exactly
2
it can
bennies
defend itself.
to get a jack.
Yeah, I expected it to be pretty tough. That's why I was thinking about doing the raise. I'll take that for now.
Okay.
It bounces. Oh, that's interesting.
It bounces. Yeah. Where's
Made
my
of
bag
rubber.
gone? Where's my whole there you go. What? Oh, shroud should be 5, shouldn't it? Not 1. I'm just going to have to borrow everybody. Put that back there. You had everyone targeted, didn't you?
Yeah, I targeted everyone with both Shroud and Hurry.
Got to kill this thing with my last penny. Oh.
Is that it? Is that everybody? Zeryl's not targeted. There we go. Right, let's try that again. I'm going to have to find.
Was Paley in that or not?
Yes, at the time you were well within range.
Because I've got the smite, but
Right. Hurry and Shroud. Actually, they do. Do they? Oh, they should be 5, shouldn't they?
Yeah, it should all be
Check
5.
that. Actually, it should all be 4 now because you've acted.
No, it should all be 5 because you messed up the first time.
No, it should all be. Your smite's down to 4, so they should be down to 4. Is what I'm saying.
But I'm saying they should all be 5 because you put them at 1 last time.
Touche. No.
Okay.
They should diminish. They should be diminishing at the same rate as yours. Okay. Then I can clear your targeting. Kira acted. Kira's up next.
Kira missed.
Oh, you did. Okay, I'm afraid the big bad wizard decides to interrupt at this point by getting a card and beating Brokar before he gets a chance to act. So I am going to. Okay, so it's going to cost me 3 power points. Okay, then I'm going to make it 4 power points. Then I'm going to make it 8 power points. Then I'm going to make it 9 power points. 9 power points. Okay. Then I get to do that. And I just can't get the wizard, so I'm just going to do it there. Okay. Which means Gore's targeted, Kira's targeted, Broker's targeted, Madder's targeted, and Zero's targeted. As a fireball explodes, if I cast this correctly. Oh crap, I got the raise.
And then we've got a roll evade, haven't we?
You don't get to roll evade. You hang on. Every target takes damage. See error effects. Doesn't say it can be evaded, so you don't get to evade. I'm suddenly thinking, no, sorry, that's a mistake. I can't spend that many power points on it because he doesn't have that edge. So it's only a 3d6 fireball, not a 5d6 fireball, which means it doesn't cost. It doesn't.
Well, but you can't avoid fireballs.
You can't. No, you can't avoid area effect weapons. No.
You can in D&D and you can in Savage Worlds.
No, you can't.
Saving throws to half damage. Yeah.
You cannot avoid. You can only avoid area effect attacks if the description says it can be evaded. Okay, so that is a wound on Gore. That is going to be 2 wounds on Kira by the look of things. That's a wound on Brokar. Oops,
He will try to soak it.
Okay. And that I accidentally rolled an unexploded. So Zero takes 12 points of damage, not 9, which shakes Zero. And last,
Soak that.
yeah, that's a wound on Madder. If I hadn't already done Madder, has everyone been hit now? Okay, Nor soaks it. Kira's taken 2 wounds. Brokar soaked his wound, which is fine. Zero is shaken. Can spend a penny any time to unshake. Madder fails to soak his wound twice.
Yeah, Kira's taking it. Got no bennies.
You get through Betty so fast. Okay. So Kira takes 2 wounds. Madda takes 1 wound. Zero is fine, and that's the end of the bad guys go.
The fighter,
When he
The
casts
fighter-
invisibility, does it not vanish when he casts a spell? No.
No, it's not D&D. Sorry, Maddie, you were asking something.
it's a meta question, I guess. Technically, the fighter's martial, whatever it was, what does that apply to?
No mercy to damage.
No.
Martial flexibility.
You're telling Zyril about earlier.
Martial flexibility.
Oh, only combat edges. Okay.
Only combat edges, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be
Okay,
eligible
Brokar,
for them, so it's a limited set.
Yeah. Brokar, you're up. Just after everyone got fireballed on. Isn't that lucky for you?
So I'm going to take a multi-action and
Oh.
try to detect the invisibility and then dispel the invisibility.
Okay. I have to admit, you'll probably get away with it because when I redid this map, I forgot to do some line of sight blocking. So, okay, as an action, you success. It's a free action that doesn't modify anything. So, with your detect magic, you determine that there is a source of magic where you can't see anything there. So you deduce that is where the wizard is currently standing.
Okay, let me just check on the dispel range. Range is smart. So that's 6, and he's within 5 if that's right. Or I'll just
Yep.
move until I'm close enough.
That targeting didn't work. Let me do that targeting. There we go. Oh, that still didn't work. Oh, I'm doing the wrong targeting. That's why. I'm not having good fun with the targeting today. Okay, yep, you're fine. You got him targeted, so you can hit him with a dispel. That is an opposed. Oh, you're going there. That is an opposed arcane rolls. There is no -2 penalty. They changed it after. They changed it in one of the updates, and I didn't pick up on it until the other week. So it's just straightforward.
I'm sorry, did you say it's going to be opposed then?
Dispel is an opposed roll. Yeah, you cast your arcane power. You cast your your spell casting roll. So basically, to resist your dispel, I need to roll an 11. Is what I'm trying to say. Badly.
Understood.
Are you happy with an 11 as your spell casting roll?
Yes.
Oh, well done. You got the raise. You dispel his deflection and his invisibility. And he reappears.
Excellent.
Haley's
Yeah,
up.
this annoying little skeleton just walked up on me and tried to hit me, and I'm focused on that right now.
Okay. Yep, you hit it with a club. Nice. Roll for damage.
Yeah, one of the few melee weapons I carry.
Why has Paley got fatigue?
Well, he's messing with my headache. I'm not pleased.
Ah, you got a headache. All right.
That's what's causing the fatigue. And then I'm going to duck behind this cover once I see who the damned wizard is.
She might be paying Paley, but it's Jelsa, and Jelsa always critically fails a spell casting roll. Have you not noticed that?
Not always. Hey, those teleport rolls have worked brilliantly.
That's very true. All right. Why am I not? Oh, there's the crown on the ghoul. Okay, so this I'm going to attempt to bite Zyril again. Ooh. No, he's not a critical fail. Okay. I am going to make an athletics roll on Kira. You might be in trouble here. Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid you're in trouble. You get thrown down a pit. You get to make an invasion roll just as you find yourself on the edge of the pit, Kira.
going to work.
Okay. Right, so what happens is basically, it has to be said, the ghoul does go with you. It is like a suicide thing. The ghoul literally grabs hold of you and then just jumps down the pit, holding on to you while you're bound with her. I would just be nice to give you one chance to break free, but you didn't make it. So, 13 points of damage to the ghoul, and how much to you? 13 points of damage to both of you. Which didn't seem to apply because you're there. You are. Okay, so that's a wound to Kira and a wound to you. That kills the ghoul. So the ghoul's killed, and you are now at the bottom of the 30-foot pit.
Brilliant.
I didn't write the evilness of this adventure.
I think it's all right. I've been dying all day, dude.
Really
I've been dying all day.
I have to admit, it's quite evil. Same thing. I'm going to attempt to grapple
Times,
on
different
magic.
game systems.
Zyril is up.
Okay, I am going to attack the Whisper Scully thing.
Okie dokie. Let's pop a target on the Whisper Scully thing. Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Okay, and let's see. There's 2 other people, so we should be getting a gang up bonus for that thing, right?
You
Hang on
might
a
get a
second.
gang up bonus.
Let me just retro do something. When I take a wound, I automatically go into a rage if I fail a vigor check, don't I? When you receive a wound, you get involuntary rage. So when I got wounded by the fireball, I might have gone into a rage.
Go for it.
What is the roll? Volunteers. Yeah. So yeah.
Go on then.
What roll is it? I'm trying to find what it is. Is it spirit or vigor? Smarts roll. It's a smarts roll. I've got to do a smarts roll to resist becoming raged.
Yep. Okay, that would have been at -2, so you raged. That might mean, actually, I think that means you probably didn't take any damage from the fall.
It means I might not have fallen down because it ignores wounds, doesn't it, rage?
It does, but the ghoul rolled a 26 and you rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll let you have it. But yeah, I was going for rage anyway, but then I thought, no, then I'm reading it now. It's like, oh yeah. I was going to rage in my next turn, but then I'm reading the automatic.
That's
rage.
absolutely fine. Okay. Right. Well, so yeah, it should all be automatic, and you will only.
Yeah, let's
did you
find
ever
out.
play Blood Bowl? Did you ever play Blood Bowl?
No.
Blood Bowl back in the day.
Yeah, depending on in 3rd edition of Blood Bowl, they had tackle zones, and if you had an ally who it was in your tackle zone but not in an opposing tackle zone, you'd get you would get a gang up. But so you should have got a +1, but it doesn't matter. You still hit with a raise. The point being is Madder's gang up's cancelled by the other 2, but Nor should have given you a gang up, but it doesn't matter. Roll for damage.
Okay, interesting.
Okie dokie. Now, obviously, you have the no mercy edge, so if you want to spend a Benny,
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a Benny. I got them. I might as well spend them.
Indeed, you get +2 when damage when you know what I mean. Re-roll a Benny for no mercy. So that is.
Oh, hang on. I need to add the.
18.
No, it's.
Well, you had the
more
raise
than
as
that,
well.
'cause I had a raise.
That's 21
19,
points.
20.
Damage.
Yeah.
21 points damage all told, because you also get the +2 for because you've got no mercy right now. So
yeah, but it's -1 for the nails falling out. Remember, so it's just 20.
That was that's factored into the 16 already.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, cool.
Okay, you wound the skull. Cracks appear in the skull.
Nice hitting.
It has to be said, the skull is not a wild card, but it is not being destroyed by that wound. Okay, Madder's up.
Well, it's got a
I forgot to make you make a spirit roll to reject the repulsion field, so that's my mistake. Madda, you need to make a spirit check because I forgot to do it for Cyril, but I'm going to make it do it for you.
Okay.
Okay, you're absolutely fine. You do not feel the urge to walk away from the skull.
So is the skull inside of some kind of container, or?
I think it's on the floor now. If we're honest, I think it's probably bounced somewhere over here, but I'll leave it in the container. It's on the floor, so it's outside the container, yes.
Oh, I probably would
outside
have
of the
thrown it into the
container.
bowl just so that it didn't go too far if it didn't break.
Too far
Or if
away,
it
so
did
it's
break,
still
I
in the
didn't-
container, yeah.
Or if it did
So
break, I
basically,
didn't want
Zero's
shards
just-
flying around and hurting everybody.
Yeah, Zero obviously just stabbed downwards with his sword. You could grab hold of it and try and do something to it. I mean, it's a skull. It can't do anything except sort of basically glow evilly at you.
Yeah, but I was going to make a cold shot to that gem in its forehead.
It would have no effect, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a good idea, but it doesn't have any weakness. It's technically not a creature. It's technically an inanimate object, but it's easier to make it, and you know what I mean. It's easier to treat it as a monster for combat purposes in Fantasy Grounds. That way also means you get.
Even if I was trying to hit like a specific pot or something, you'd still kind of have a cold shot and then try to deal damage to the toughness. All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have thievery to pull it out, so we'll just go with I think hitting the ghoul number 4.
I mean, no, if you want to try and smash it, there's nothing to stop you just picking it up and punching it. Is what I'm trying to say. It's an inanimate object. I mean, that's what Nor did. He just reached in, grabbed it, and threw it down. Okay.
That was to be attacked, not a test.
Are you sure? But that's really good one. Okay, on the goal. That's fine. So that was a hit with a raise. Go for it.
Yep.
It's a good test, though. Okay. Well, that's the end of that goal. And last but no means least is the skeleton next to you, who's going to attempt to claw you. And miss. Okay, new round. Let's see what happens on the new round. Oh dear, the bad guy goes first, which means I got some bennies back. Okay, I'm very, very unhappy with this cleric in front of me. He casts spells, so he's just going to back away a bit. And then he's going to bolt you. And hit. Doing enough to shake you, but that's about it.
Okay.
And he then moves over there. Okay. So basically, he summons a magic missile and it just smacks into you, but your breastplate protects you from most of it. Madda, you're up next.
Hey,
Alright, I
Mr.
will
Tambourine Man,
go after
play
the
a song
skeleton.
for...
Okay. Just target the skull. Oh, skeleton, go for it. Oh my word.
It's dead.
I think you hit it. Roll for damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you make them mid-vulnerable at that, distracted or vulnerable at that point. They're just mashed to bits.
And then I will move around to there.
Okay. Very nicely done. And that actually stops my cunning plan. Kira, you're at the bottom of the pit and very angry about it and remain shaking.
Okay, I'm going to remain shaken at the bottom of the pit.
Okay. So,
Well, it's a move to try and climb out, isn't it? So I mean, she can still move.
I'm
if she's
shaken, so...
Well, but you can still move if you're shaken.
but athletics, climbing is an action to a degree, isn't it? Or is it? Actually, no. It's not. Moving
Speed's
is a
just
free
part of
action.
your movement.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get to make an athletics check to climb out.
Just don't fall.
Yeah, you can just fall. So that's successful. 30 feet is 5 inches. I think you climb half your pace. So you are. I can work. I don't have to work it out.
Pace is 8 for this character. So.
It's 8. So therefore, you are -1 square below the
Oh, it's
map.
actually, and I've got hurry as well. So pace is 10, so it's 5. Yeah.
Oh, actually, you know, that's it. You're not out of the pit, but you're on the very lip of the pit. Then.
Good. I'm coming out like a zombie.
Growling
Like,
everything inside.
Yeah.
How did you add that notation on the bottom of the token?
It's an extension. It's an extension I got from the forge, so you
Gotcha.
can literally you hover up. Where are you? You hover over a target, and with the mouse wheel you can move up or down a square, and it does factor into the range as the GM.
check
So obviously you're now 5 squares above the ground, as it were, or now you're
Understood.
5 squares below the ground. I can't remember the name of it.
Nope. That if it's
Token
an extension,
height.
I'll find it.
Token height. There's a couple of them. One of them doesn't work with core rules, I think, and is 5, and one of them does.
I think
or
he
something.
updated it
Yeah.
to work with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Thank
I think you might. It's it's my ghoul. Let me do my ghoul and then we check. Okay. The ghoul grabs hold of the skull and attempts to move away with it. So Zyril and Madder, you get an attack of opportunity to use a D20 turn, but it should be a free attack in Savage Worlds.
On that ghoul.
Yep, you both get to hit it, so go for it. Doesn't matter if one of you kills it. Yep, you can have the bragging rights that you both kill it.
3 wounds. Dead.
Okay, I've got it's called Token Height. I've got it as an extension, which makes me think I had to edit it manually to make it work with the Savage Worlds rule set. So if you
No, it works
depending
with
on
Savage
what-
Worlds on the Forge. So
Oh,
he
it does.
updated
Okay,
it and
that's fine.
fixed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful stuff. That's fine.
Didn't want to sidetrack, but thank you. I'll have to check it out.
That's okay. Okay, roll for damage, Cyril. You did hit it. So I want you both to get the chance to smash it so you can both claim you killed it together later.
Looks like Zero did already.
He unharmed it. Yeah, he didn't do
Yeah.
enough damage.
Oh, that's after the Whisper Skull. I hit the wrong thing, I think.
That's okay.
That's because I
I
got something
hit it
to
for
do.
22 damage. It took 3 wounds.
I know, I'm just...
It should be dead, right?
Yeah, I'm just giving... I'm just both giving you the chance to claim the glory of smacking it, but don't worry about that.
This way you can both kind of argue about, no, it's my killing blow. I knocked him into your weapon. No,
Exactly.
no,
Yeah,
it's
it's yeah, exactly. You get me. Okay. So between the two of you, between the two of you,
You should give me a penny for that.
go on then.
Yeah, Paley
See?
peeked around the corner and she
That's how
realized
you do it.
this little jerk is the reason she has a freaking headache. And the fact is they were trying to save him. So she's going to spend her point of conviction.
Okay. Oh yeah, don't forget you got points of conviction, guys.
And she's going
Have I
to
got any conviction?
pay the extra 3 power points. And she's going to bolt the little creep.
Okay. You hit.
No, it's late in the game. I'm going to try for the raise.
Okay, go for it. It is late in the game.
And I've got the conviction on, damn it. Hit with a raise, plus I have the enhanced damage because I paid the extra power points. Because I've had it. He's the reason I have a headache.
Actually, it's the skull, but that's by the by.
Oh, he's the one activating the skull burst.
Ooh.
That's quite impressive.
He's got the monstrous, whatever it is, the thing.
It doesn't need to use it. He completely negates all the damage.
And then I'm going to duck back in the corner because he can see me, and I don't like that.
Okay. It does help that Brokar was very good at dispelling all these magical effects. Okay, Nora the Sorcerer is up next.
I still got lots of bennies left, though. So
Yeah, you don't get to
Not
run
spending
away,
zero.
dude.
yeah, make him burn up his bennies soaking damage.
I've used up. Well, actually, until he got the Joker this round, I had no bennies left. He had bennies, but I, as a GM, I had no bennies left. That's a hit with a raise. Shake
Man, I
him.
think I want to Benny that. That wasn't so good.
Hey, go for it. Mm-hmm.
Ah, there we
Oh,
go.
my word.
Much better.
That's obscene amounts of damage. 4 wounds. Okay. I'm going to have to spend his last Benny. Which was enough to soak it. So, yeah.
Keep him
there
on
we
his
go.
feet.
Enough to soak 1 wound, but obviously he still takes 3 wounds, which unfortunately, because I'm evil and made him unstoppable, means he takes a single wound because I'm an evil beard. Otherwise, he's dead 3 times over so far. Brokar the Cleric remains shaken unless you want to spend a Benny to unshake.
I do.
Wow.
Ask.
My cat is
Spend
meowing
that
at me.
Benny to unshake.
What do you want?
Where do I drop the Benny to remove
If
the
you want to
shaken
be
stuff?
really, really clever, you could drop it on top of the shaken icon on the combat tracker, or you can just drop it in the chat and I'll turn it off anyway. I really don't mind. There you go.
Okay.
You can also drop it on the shaken icon on your character sheet, the traits page.
Yep, that's
Thank you
what
very
I
much.
just did. Okay. I will move forward there. I will spend my conviction on my attack with my Warhammer.
Okay, so drag conviction into the chat like you did, like you could drag Benny's into chat, and that automatically spends conviction.
And the gang up bonus will automatically apply as well.
It doesn't seem to be working, but give it a shot. I can always retroactively add it on if we need it. I don't know why gang up bonus isn't working today. Anyway, you not that you need it anyway because you hit with a raise anyway, but go for it. Oh, I think you've just stopped targeting him. You had him targeted. Now you're not targeted. Yep, he's targeted again. Roll that damage. Oh, got 1 penny left.
Play that funky music, white boy.
Oh dear. 2 wounds. I'm going to have to spend a Benny on that. Last Benny in the world. He soaks 1 of the Bennies. He's in a bad way. His old father Reginald. He's on 3 wounds.
You know, I've noticed whenever I play
Zero's
these
up
Savage
next.
Worlds games, Savage Pathfinder, my character never gets
Are you
to
going
do
after
damage.
the father or the skeleton? I got confused there. Sorry.
I'm going. Yeah. Okay.
That's okay.
Stuck in a
Misdirecting
pit.
things.
I was going to come over and throw the javelin and kill him.
I
I'm stuck in
am
a pit.
gonna go ahead and spend the conviction
Go out of the
point
pit.
since we're so at the end. There we go.
Well, for Kira never gets to kill anything.
Well, you're at the bottom of the pit.
Yeah, but no, but I played Kira before and she never got to kill anything either. Before. It never happens.
There we
Kira's
go.
a
Hit with a
poor
raise.
barbarian never gets to be a barbarian. Yeah, he's dead. Kira's going to come out and go, well, I
very
missed all
I
the
will
action.
go with that.
Okay. Bang. Down goes Reginald. He's bleeding out. I should leave him there.
Just finish him off. Don't let him bleed out. Just stick a...
Yeah, finish him off.
Yeah, everyone just skewer his
Get him
brain.
like a stuck pig.
It's an action to finish him off. Your conviction is about to expire. Do you wish to spend a penny to maintain it?
We still got the skull to deal with, right? Yeah.
James, you don't have to destroy the skull.
Oh, yeah, sure we do, because otherwise somebody else is going to stumble down here and use it sooner or later.
Yeah, we need to destroy the Scully thing.
Did
So
it miss my turn or something?
I
No,
spent
you clambered to the top of the
I
pit.
spent the Benny,
Yeah, but my
and then I'm
initiative roll is a 3, so that
back
would
over
this
here
is a new.
avoiding this dam. Is this a column here or another pit?
That's a pit. That's a statue.
Okay,
I forgot
so
to.
there's
I
nothing
forgot to put
between
the line of
me
sight
and
marking on.
Whisper Skull, right?
There isn't any more because I forgot to do the line of sights on it. Yes. There used to be.
That's better. Right.
not
At
to
least
worry.
I'm further up the combat tracker now. It's your fault, is it? Catnip.
I wasn't trying to target him, so but I
That's
got
okay.
and I was spending the 3 extra power points for the enhanced damage.
Okie dokie. Extra pepper. Oh, exactly the amount of damage you needed to wound it. Unfortunately, the skull is hardy.
Poor old hero. He never gets to kill anything.
I'm gonna spend 1 Benny. Try one more time.
Okay. Right.
Oh,
Since I've spent all the extra stuff on this.
Exactly.
Look at all them flipping ones! Okay, that was a hint.
Okay. No, you're up.
Okay, I will take an action to reach down and rip his throat out.
Okay. Well, that's the end of Reginald. Splat.
And then I will move over here and I will take another action to try and whack the Whisper Skull.
Okay. Obviously, you thought about it.
Yeah, that's going to miss.
Surely one of you.
The blood on my hands got me confused.
Exactly. Surely one of you wants to pick me up. Surely one of you is stronger-willed and better, will serve us better in our retaking of the world than the father did. Surely one of you wants me. Broker. It looks like everyone's ignored. Oh, your convictions are going to expire. Do you wish to maintain it with your last Benny? It will last this round. It's just it will go if you don't spend the Benny at the end of your action.
I'm gonna let it go just because I'm gonna save the Benny in case something explodes or.
Which is fair enough. I'm not saying it's the wrong move. Be my guest. Right, go for it. Use that vicious warhammer. Does damage, doesn't it? Might be unpleasant. That's a hit with a raise. For damage. I'm not sure why it's not applying it. 2 wounds upon the skull. Wow. The skull has been destroyed.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay. The
Kira climbs out of the pit and goes, "Oh."
I was going to say,
Also-
yes, Skull, I want you dead.
Zero also notices his hands have stopped bleeding.
Oh, nice. Except it's hand. Singular. Got multiple.
Congratulations.
No. Both of them have stopped bleeding.
Motherfucker.
The other one stopped bleeding a long time ago, though.
Congratulations, you have found out what happened to Father Baird and destroyed the Whisper Skull that obviously But actually, I mean, it does actually say what happens if anyone was to take the skull. You decide someone to take it. Obviously, it does provide benefits if you use it. You see, but eventually you sort of do succumb to it, and obviously, you then get to be the bad guy for the rest of the party to kill, which is, I think, fun. But okay, there we go. So, the question is obviously without Father Bird, the Church of Taragnus is without concrete leadership. Tybalt will obviously volunteer to be interim priest, but his training isn't complete, so that may give him some problems in the future. But he does pay you, as promised, the 100 gold pieces each, which I will now distribute to the party sheet like so. Bing. There we go. And basically on the following days, no more abductions take place, and the story does start to spread around near and far about how you discovered that some evil entity had corrupted that Father Bade, and you destroyed it and laid the poor corrupted priest's soul to rest and giving him release. You are certainly just local heroes, so congratulations, one and all. Obviously, not they didn't mess in a one shot, but just for.
And this is one of the rare times, Doswald, that you've actually finished on time.
I know it's a very.
And I was on time as well.
Yeah, that's why you kept failing, because you were late. That's the penalty for being late, Jimmy.
Yeah, how many characters died in the other game I played? I think I had 3 characters, and all 3 of them died.
Where is it?
Wow.
Not you needed to worry too much about it, but there's the corrupt the living table because you all made all your spirit checks. The only one that can be quite fun is the primal fear table. Basically, if you get corrupted with that, then at the start of every combat, you get to roll on that table.
It was a good sneeze.
If you roll 100, you actually are treated as if you have conviction. So. Obviously, the primal fear table was one I made up. The others, obviously, the primal fear I modified because that was my version of advantage disadvantage. Because obviously, that's not being a 5e thing. That made more sense. But hope you enjoyed that one and all. I certainly had fun running. You guys were a blast. As I say, that's. I have to admit, I do really enjoy the Arcane Library adventures. I am running out of ones to convert. So
yeah, I've looked at a few, and those look really nice, man.
What's
they
the
are.
name of them?
Arcane Library. Oh, hang on. Let me give you a link. There's an actual link to the website. So it's thearcanelibrary.com.
They're also on drive-through.
They're also on drive-through. Yeah. The Gate of the Lens Wizards. I used that in. I think I used that in the after, didn't I, guys? Remember, you went through that portal and ended up in that. Yeah. The Curse of Wardenwood. I ran that as a. I'd converted that to a Deadlands Dark Ages adventure. What other ones have we run them through? I think I've done. Obviously, Crypts of Azra is one. Watches in the Dark. I ran that. That was another adventure I converted for. I think the After, or something else. I don't remember doing that one. So they all look rather good. So yeah, well worth it. I say the arcanelibrary.com. Problem is, now you all know about them, you'll read them, so I can't use them anymore. I'm going to go find something.
Yeah, no,
else.
I've got better things to do than read the adventures. Don't worry.
I don't mean it like that.
I know. I'm going to go and read them all now. Next time you tell us what it is, I'm going to buy it the week before and make sure I know all the. I'm going to pull the lever to the left, turn it 1 degree to the right, and then do the hokey cokey. Oh, the treasure falls out. You've won. Yeah, thanks. I just randomly guessed.
What a lucky guess! How did you work that one out?
Exactly. Since I'm such a good shot. Poor old Kira. There's another game we played. I can't remember what it was, but it was underground. It was the one with the Sphinx, I think. Remember that one? Yeah. And I didn't get to kill anything in that one either. And I was Kira that time as well.
That's the one that I play Sione in.
Yeah, and I got to do nothing.
See, you weren't Kira. You were the other barbarian. I can never remember her name.
It was Kira with a Y or something. Yeah.
Did they really do that? I've not noticed. Load.
Crypts. What's this one? Crypts of Azaroom, is it?
Yeah, Crypts of Azaroom. It's the first one shot she's written. A lot of the others are technically longer, but obviously I just, because of the way they're written, I can just cut bits out to make them work very fast as one shots. But they're very good. I enjoy them. Emiri is the Pathfinder barbarian.
Well, maybe it's that one.
But anyway, we shall leave it there. Thank you, one and all. I'm glad you had a good time. I had a blast as always. So let me see what we got tomorrow. We're doing Deadlands, aren't we?
We are.
I still got to write the adventure for that, because writing this instead of writing that adventure, I know what I'm doing in the head. I've just got to sort of few things out. So yep, we're back to the Lost Colony tomorrow. Tuesday, obviously, we're back to our proper Savage Pathfinder. And maybe next month I'll finally run the 29ers again, seeing as I lost all the module and I have to key it in. And at some point in the future, for anyone that's still in here at the moment and is interested, I don't know when I'm going to do it. I was going to think about doing it as an FG con, because it will probably be a long one, might be 6+ hour adventure. I have almost finished Savage converting the classic original D&D adventure Tube of Horrors.
Oh, cool. That would be awesome, man.
You were building up to it. I'm like, please say, yes.
So I pretty much almost finished it. All I need to do is actually, that's where the last bit really. The original Tube of Horrors came with something like 20 or 18 or 20 characters. So to be honest, the last thing I need to do is generate a load of characters for it. So I might just throw that one out. So if you want to create some seasoned Savage Pathfinder characters that we can put into a pool of characters, because the idea of Tube of Horrors is when you die, you just pick another character and start all over again. Yeah, just into the dungeon and off we go.
Yeah,
so
you're gonna die.
I've got another game. It's been fun. Thank you, Doswek, for running. This was great. Appreciate it.
You're absolutely welcome. Take care.
Yes,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much.
So
do
if
you
anyone wants
run-
to send me characters, be my guest. Sorry.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was saying, are you running one shots regularly, or
Once a month. It used to be twice a month, but one Saturday every month. Usually 5 hours earlier than the start of this one.
okay?
It's
I will check it out.
They're on Saturday mornings to us down in the US.
Yeah.
I'm on the East Coast, so it starts at
One
9
shot.
o'clock.
Welcome, everyone.
Right, that's it now.
Let
I'm
me give
gonna
you the
go. I've
sign
got to
up
stop. I've been
link,
doing this all day.
just because.
I've
Normally
got
I'll
it
publish
here.
when they are.